Hello and welcome to the FSF Podcast Live Edition.
Happy anniversary!
Woo! It's been a whole year. Oh,
I got a banner and everything!
You know, I was kind of wondering pre-show what that was about, and I was almost afraid to ask, and now I know why I should have been afraid to ask. All right, if you haven't caught on, this is the official 1 year anniversary of our little game and craziness here. But we are the FSF Podcast. This is the live edition, the show that was excited to get a baker's dozen, only to realize that it was episodes, not donuts.
Oh, I want a donut.
Right? You know, honestly, on my way here, I was going to stop and buy a donut just so when I said that, I could be like the only one eating a donut and be like, ha, ha, ha. And then I forgot.
I have had a donut.
Because iced coffee went out.
I have never gotten a baker's dozen. Ever. Like, they're like, no, 1 dozen for you.
And you are with some really cheap bakers. So
I should go get the donut off the table.
They're mostly at Tim Hortons.
Well, then, yeah, that explains it. They're not going to give you the baker's dozen, but it is what it is, though.
Well, before we get into tonight's show, we need to say our thanks to our show partners, the Level Up Sabers.
And let's roll that beautiful nerd footage.
I'm still not used to him saying it that way. It gets me every time. Level Up Sabers. Anyway, here it is.
All right, you see the beautiful link. Click the beautiful link. Buy yourself a saber. That is guaranteed better than a stick.
You know what's really cool on the website, if you haven't been there lately for Level Up Sabers, if you go there, not only do you have an opportunity to get really cool shirts,
woo!
like that one, but they even have a better than a stick game. It's buying with sabers and stuff, but you get it's a mystery box where you can get something that's guaranteed to be better than a stick, but it's pretty cool.
Ooh.
So, but anyway, yeah, there's a couple different really cool sales going on right now. If you click that link and you go there, that's an awesome way to be able to support our show. Not only do you get a really super cool lightsaber that, as Kathleen said, will be better than a stick, but your purchase of that lightsaber also supports our show because we are an affiliate sponsor of Level Up Sabers. So yeah, go there, check that out.
You can have a cool lightsaber.
That's right. Or 2 or 3 or 4. Especially right now with some of the sale prices, you might actually want to buy a couple because they look so good.
And check out Joland's TikTok for other coupon codes as well, too. But then remember our link and then coupon codes. Yep.
If you go to Level Up Light on TikTok and check out Master Allen's stuff there, she'll get the coupon codes and then use our link and you support the show and you get a discount. So it's all kinds of fun.
If you get, I know for the basic set, if you get 2 of the basics, you can connect 2 of them and have yourself a double.
This is true. Yeah, it's a good way to have some fun with that, and so absolutely. So yeah, if that's one way that you can support the show, another way is if you haven't already, you want to make sure that you do us a favor and click the like and subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. That helps our show to continue to grow. It helps us not only for this, but also for our weekly interview episodes. Like last week, we interviewed Josh Brenner from Star Wars Resistance, The Internship, and a couple other places. Helps us get some really cool guests to come to the show and talk to us, so you guys have fun stuff to listen to every Friday morning. But another way that you can do it is that just as it says right there on the bottom of the screen, what's going across on the ticker, please help us by supporting us at patreon.com There are 5 different levels going from $1 to $40. There's something for everybody on there, and you guys can get some real, not only some really cool behind the scenes content. You get blooper reels, plenty of things of Tim going because he sucks at announcing stuff. And I like it that I say it that way because then I don't feel like I'm talking about myself and I don't feel bad. So
Tim struggles with the words.
Yes, most days. Most days, Tim are no good with English. So
why use many word when few word do trick?
Exactly. See, she gets it. But there's also there's behind the scenes content with our people from our interviews. There's bloopers. There's our Stargate review, which has a new episode up today. Episode 4 is up for review, where we reviewed season 1 of SG1, episode 3, entitled Emancipation. Yeah, just go give it a check out and kind of go.
That was not our favorite episode.
Oh, easily put, not our favorite. Yeah, for sure.
Yes. Go listen to it and listen to Kathleen be very, very angry in a very adorable way.
Angy. Kathleen was angy.
Oh, and John gets in trouble.
Yes, John does get in trouble in the most glorious of ways. And yeah, we got a few comments to catch up on here. Dustin says, evil Sith donuts? No donuts are evil. Ever.
Yes,
Dark
because
side donuts have sprinkles? They could. Darth Sprinkles. He's the master of the donuts. Darth Sprinkles. I like that. Makes a note.
I'm pretty sure the dark side donuts actually have, or you think that they're the cream filled or the custard filled Long Johns, but they're actually cream filled Long Johns, and then you're disappointed and your mouth tastes gross.
Yeah, I want the custard. The cream ones are just
exactly. The cream ones are disgusting.
What's the difference?
One is a Holland custard. The other one is like a white sugary powdered cream that just tastes weird and
yeah, it's like custard or like spray whipped cream.
Yeah. So, just a couple shout outs too before we bring in our guests from the back room and we have some fun talking about all things Star Wars RPG-ish. So we've had Michelle and Jesse from Crusher Convo podcast on our show a couple different times, and they were awesome enough to send me a couple stickers. Here's one of them. So that one's kind of cool for the Crusher Convo. And this is my favorite. It is now on my laptop because I'm hoping they're going to put this on a shirt because I would totally buy it. Seize the day, Mother Crushers. Makes me laugh every single time I see it.
I need that.
Right? Yeah, Michelle and Jesse are awesome. They have an awesome show. It's called Crusher Convo. It's, as you may have assumed, it's all about Beverly Crusher and Star Trek related things, but it's a excellent show. I strongly suggest you guys check it out. And then Dustin says, excellent, let the sugar flow through you. Just like a toddler. Nice. And that's our 3 geeks buddies. That's I'm assuming that's Jason, so we'll say hi, Jason. But it could be Mac, there could be Justin. So one of the 3. Hello, one of the 3. Because it's actually 3 now, so we can't make fun of them for having more than 3 anymore. It's kind of sad. I miss that.
Occasionally, there's still 4.
Occasionally, but it's if they have a guest or something. And then the one last shout out I wanted to give. Now, a few weeks back, we were. It is Jason. Okay, fortunate to know. But we were also fortunate to have Todd Stashwick come and visit. And we had a really nice chat with Todd about all the work that he's done, not only in Star Trek with Picard and a bunch of things going on there, and where people are hoping that this is going to go. But he's done some writing for a video game, and we talked about this really cool website that I'm about to show you right here. This is Todd Stashwick's Nerd Circus, and this is a really, really cool website. And I strongly encourage you guys to go check it out because the reason why it's so cool is that Todd is a nerd just like all of us. And he has a couple things one thing that I have already bought, and there will be something else that I will be buying. But he's got this book called Mystic Libations, which is all about drinks that you can have while you're playing D&D and like what we're doing tonight. There's signature glasses. Here's the gear. Yeah, just all kinds of cool stuff. And one of my favorite things is back here in the threads section. I will be buying this shirt because that is amazing. So yeah, we've been having a lot of fun, but with Todd, we talked with him. We had a really great chat with him. And one last thing, I'm trying to find it. Why is it not on the website? You know what? I thought I had this earlier, but anyway, that's okay. I can show you in person because I have it. I bought a bag of dice from Todd, and the great thing is these little things, these little buddies, they look like little candies almost. They're like lava lamp candies, and they're just so cool. But yeah, there's the dice. Look how pretty they are. And as he said in the interview, when you get them, you kind of want to eat them because they do look like candy. And now I'm hungry. So there's that.
In the last year, you have gone from never playing an RPG,
Yes.
not owning a set of dice,
Correct.
to not only being gifted 2 sets of dice, but now purchasing your own.
I done growed up into full nerdery.
You now have 3 sets of dice. You have a ways to go,
Yeah, I got.
but you're getting there.
Hey, I just bought my first set of dice in March,
Right.
so
And I have this set of dice,
Mm-hmm.
which I got from my good friend Scurvy, who, he'll be coming out in a minute. And then I have my third set of dice in case one of these 2 sets of dice would fail me and start sucking, and I need a bailout set. I've got a third set that you bought me that's waiting in the wings, and it's we'll go from there. But
I was already going through pocket by pocket on mine with the rolling the d20s and the number of them that rolled a 1 that I'm like, yeah, not you tonight.
right, and we're skipping you, and we're skipping you, and yes, I have leveled up in life, and those dice do look cool. So, but yeah, we're excited to get things started off tonight. We've just had a couple things. Oh, one more thing before I forget. So right now on our YouTube channel, if you're watching there, you'll notice we're at 785 subscriptions. We're waiting to give one of these away at 800. So if you get to 800 and you're our 800 subscriber, I'm going to send you one of these for free. This is the Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 1 Blu-ray, and it has 100 minutes of special features you can't find anywhere else. You can't get anywhere else, but I'm going to send it to you for free just for being our 800th subscriber. And
can I subscribe to ourselves?
No, you can't. Well, you can, but I'm not going to send it to you. And then we've also got this to give away. We don't know how we're going to give him away just yet, but we're going to. So, but he's fun, and that's Crosshair from the Bad Batch. Of course, it'll be worth less now.
And then when we reach 1,000 subscribers, Nick and Tim are going to give away what's left of their dignity.
I have dignity.
Are you serious? We will gain more dignity.
He's not wrong. He's really not. John says, "Can we get on to the Empire shooting at you?" We're just okay. Just okay.
We're still in time to try to wait for Casey.
And Jason's got to start creating emails. Hey, whatever gets the job done, Jason. 15 is where we're at. That's the number we need to hit. 15 more. And whoever's number 800, and if I can I have to be able to verify it to make sure that your subscriptions are turned on and they're public so I can see them. If that happens,
also, with each of those emails, you have to actually watch every single one of those episodes. So get to watching.
I'm also okay with that stipulation.
Yes. Get all 15 of your extra YouTube accounts watching all of our episodes.
Could your computer handle that?
All right, let's get let's see if Matt talked to subscribe. All right, let's bring in our guests from the back room. We've kept them waiting long enough, and our audience has waited long enough for us to commit war crimes. So let's see if we can make this happen.
Alrighty. Well, first out of the virtual green room is our... Oh, God. What do you have in your hands?
Death.
Anyway, is our fearless leader, the one who tries to kill us on a regular basis, the love of my life, my best friend, everybody's best friend when the Wookiee tries not to die, John Moss.
It's the Tortuga in a Star Destroyer for no reason.
Are
They're
those
not-
actual size?
No.
No, the Star
Fish.
Destroyer is very small.
I was gonna say, if the
Would have
Tortuga's that big, I might go fly the ship up against one.
Hi, how's it going?
He's going to try the holdo maneuver if the Tortuga's that big.
Happy anniversary!
We also have Sam. Nilsson from Growing Up Skywalker.
Sam.
Hello, Sam.
Hello, glad to be here.
All right, and we have one more waiting for us, and we're hopefully going to gain another here in the next little bit. But the one that's waiting is Ben Riley, the hardy healer from TikTok, also known as our murderous bot, Scurvy.
Oh, hi, everybody.
Oh, hi, how are you
You
there?
sound so sweet and innocent. Oh, hi. And we all know this.
Oh.
I'm just a little guy, you know? I'm just, it's... I'm not a harm to anyone.
Little, aren't you like 6 feet tall? In-game.
Yeah.
In game, for sure.
I'm actually very short. Well, not that short. I'm kind of average. Anyway,
You're
He's
taller than half
average-ish.
my family.
That is one of those things, though, that like you can't tell how tall people are on the internet.
oh yeah.
It's harder to tell, for sure.
Well,
All right, guys, before we get into the game, let's go through it real quick. Ben, remind everybody where they can find you.
Hi. You can find me on TikTok at hardy_healer. I do a bunch of stuff. Recently, I've moved to Alaska, so you see a lot of cool nature stuff going on.
I am virtually living in Alaska.
It's great. It's also really weird that spring and summer are starting to move in, and at 9:30 at night, it's still daytime. So that's fun.
Okay.
But yeah, so join me on my adventures. You good?
I heard the background while I was writing down a note. All I heard was nighttime. I
love that video.
It's one of those things that you just kind of catch when you're not listening, but kind of listening, so you know what's going on.
To be fair, though, that is basically what we have to do with our curtains. Because if you don't have blackout curtains, you're not sleeping. Because it's just broad daylight at midnight most of the time. So you sit there and just pull back the curtain, just daytime, nighttime,
Nighttime.
daytime, nighttime.
Nighttime.
But Tim did say something that now I'm confused about, and I need to get my husband in even more trouble. So you could passively listen to things, Tim?
What?
Anyway, hey Sam, it's your turn to. Because I feel like this is going to get us both in trouble, John. So I'm just moving forward. Sam, tell us all about that great show you guys got going over there.
Yeah, speaking of my better half, my partner Anna and I have a podcast called Growing Up Skywalker. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts, as well as our social on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We recently posted Anna's first hour in Jedi Survivor on YouTube, which was exciting, and is our first foray into team video gaming. So that was a lot of fun. But what we're doing is we're going through all of Star Wars in universe chronological order. So tune in tomorrow morning, or I guess midnight, or sunrise in Alaska, and we'll have our season 2 Bad Batch finale. And so I guess after this we're doing Solo, because we're caught up on the prequel era and we're moving right along to the what would you call it? The antebellum era of Star Wars?
Yeah.
what?
Age of the Empire.
Yeah.
Sure.
I am so all the pre-rebellion stuff. I am so excited for what Anna has coming up. I'm so excited to, I want to be like a fly on the wall every time she watches something, because that's also, I've always thought about this. It's also got to be something cool for you, because you get to re-experience Star Wars through somebody else, as something new. So I'm kind of jealous of that. I got to find somebody who doesn't know Star Wars.
I'm excited to get to record with them soon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Kathleen
That's right.
going to be with us in 2-3 weeks for season 1, episode 1, I guess probably the only season of Kenobi, which is going to be a lot of fun. So we're doing solo in 2 parts, and then we're going to do Kenobi, and Kathleen will be joining us. So
That's very cool.
yeah, we're really excited. We haven't had a guest in a while.
Excellent. All right, Nick, kick it off. Let's do this.
You didn't want the Nick introduces the game in Clone Wars style? I guess it's in my color. Nick introduces the game in Clone Wars style.
I think there should have been parentheses around that, so that we knew they were just stage directions.
You put it on the prompt. He's going to read it.
A mission of mercy and profit. Having pulled one over on Durga the Hutt, the crew of the Tortuga are taking their former target, Joland, to meet his contact on Dantooine. Also, on board are survivors of the destruction of the Basilisk and a crew bay full of potentially deadly chemicals. With a payload like that, what could possibly go wrong?
Everything.
Did anybody forget that, it's us?
You haven't died yet.
Based on everything we've done before, everything.
You know how many times the Gungan has not taken damage and saved all of you?
Well,
It usually helps that you've disappeared like 30 miles away and happened to like MacGyver the craziest stuff to happen.
if you turn
He's
that
also
into an
not wrong.
or statement rather than an and statement, it's, I think, more specific.
I don't know. One of your attempts at saving all of us, you ran me over with my own ship.
No, I flung you off. Big difference.
What? You have a kitty cat in your cup.
Yeah, that's grip strength.
That's
You
a
got to
mew.
work on that.
It's still a kitty cat.
It's
All
not
right.
a kitty cat, it's a mew.
He's kitty. Pretty kitty.
All right, we'll argue that later.
I rolled
John,
to attack the Wookiee.
take the lead. Hurry up, quick.
Okay.
Oh, I should probably put on my voice changer.
Seize the day, Mother Crushers. Let's go.
All right. So once again, traveling through the depths of hyperspace, on your way to Dantooine, you have these stragglers and refugees, basically, who are living aboard your ship, sharing space with you, cooking your meals,
Cleaning
Because
our
those cucumber
bathrooms?
what?
Cleaning our bathrooms.
That too, because those cucumber sandwiches just didn't last.
I feel sorry for the one cleaning the Wookiee bathroom.
It's like peanut butter and shag carpeting.
I mean, it's
Spending
like
2 hours to unclog the drain.
So that is currently what the Duros Balagog is doing, is unclogging the toilet.
Duros, Balagog, stop giving them names.
meant
Because
the
they're caring about them.
shower.
I'm sorry, what was that, Scurvy?
I meant the shower. Just think of all the hair.
Anyway.
either both.
Hi. Hello, everyone.
Casey Plot.
We have the Chaos Reptile.
Yes, welcome. It's so nice to see you all.
Good to see you as well.
Back that.
Yay.
So while Joland is recovering from his injuries that somebody gave him last session, he's talking with the new cook on board, who is a very tall, four-armed humanoid female named Gormanda.
He's making us care about them.
Que pasó, Gormanda?
Yes. Should you wish to prepare lean-cooked Gornt shank or sautéed Nerf medallions, this particular dish will deliver. And if the meat is too scarce, or if your metabolism will reject flesh of any kind, it also stands alone as a vegetarian dish. I hope you'll enjoy it.
Do you have any MLT where the
MLT?
Manook is nice and lean?
The what is?
The Manook?
Minute. I wasn't able to find any that are on board, but after our next stop, I'd be more than happy to try.
I love how it's like the humans who have palettes, because like droid, Wookiee,
Lizard.
just lizard, and I'm probably also lizard, and just like, yeah, give me some raw meat, I'll be fine. It's great.
Yeah, just any meat's fine.
Yeah, we're seasoned adventurers. If it's calories, we're fine.
It doesn't have to be seasoned either. It doesn't matter.
We spend our money on explosives, all right? Not salt.
Can I make use of that Nerf? The frozen Nerf that you have?
Are we selling those Nerf steaks, or are those just?
No, we already sold the
Oh
ones.
yeah, those are the ones for us. Okay.
Yeah, so we just have a bunch.
Okay. I'd be more than happy to keep you well fed.
I do not
Okay.
require food.
I guess you get to stay if you so desire.
Well, at least till the next stop.
But we're going to Dantooine, which sucks. it's space Kansas. So yeah.
Not space Kansas.
Okay, Nebraska's worse.
Okay, it's space Nebraska. It's got bluffs, it's got fields, it's got rednecks with guns.
It's has
Sounds like Nebraska.
Sharknado?
Possibly. Those space farmers are the worst. Sorry, Ted.
Oh yes, our dear space farmer from Dantooine.
We know you're not really a farmer, though. We all get it.
I was hiding as one. That's the best I could do.
What are you doing over there?
And you're too good to be a farmer, so it's proof is in the pudding.
What are you doing over there? Judgy McJudgerface.
Yeah.
Getting snacks.
Now, quick question. I'm assuming I've been handling all the super toxic chemicals in the back, considering it doesn't hurt me.
I mean, are you sure?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
As long as they're not acidic, I would be fine. If they're just poisonous, that
We
doesn't
make no
work on
promises.
me.
Have you ever seen what gallium does to aluminum?
Fair enough. That's why I don't know what we're carrying. I missed the last one.
Or just straight up phosgene? That's just.
I don't know if we know what we're carrying.
I
Yeah,
have
what?
I have several illegal backups of you. So
If you melt, we have another one on the way. Don't worry about it.
yeah, we'll turn you into an astromech or something. It'll be great.
I am a highly specific, customized B2 battle droid. I am irreplaceable.
Yeah, it's just a driver update, but there are literally billions of you like 20 years ago.
I love it. Yeah, no, it's just a driver update. We'll be fine.
It's just a driver. You just have to do a bunch of pseudo commands and be like, yeah, we don't have a webcam in this one. There's no wrist rockets. Use the shock prod instead. Boom. Pizza cutter.
The moment
Please don't-
Udex goes away, I'm going to hack into the system and change all of his passwords.
You think I use the system? I designed the system. I don't even touch it.
You have to have like a password on your bedroom door or something.
No, I took the talent that lets me use my mechanics skill for computer use, so I just hit it with a wrench, and that's my password. I just have to hit it just right.
His password
Whack.
is password, but with a 0. That way he can confuse people.
Not where you think. All right, so on our way
Not where
to
you
Dantooine, as we just vituperatively snipe at each other for presumably 1,200 light years or something silly like that.
That's 1 parsec, isn't it?
No, 1 parsec's like 6 light years. It's a triangle. It's a hypotenuse triangle where the height is 1 astronomical unit. So it doesn't actually make sense anywhere if you're not on Earth.
Good to know.
I'm not
Physics.
confused. You're confused. Shut up.
Okay.
Yay, public education.
Huzzah!
So it's based on the metric system?
Of course we wouldn't know it.
It's actually not. It's just based off of trigonometry. It's
Oh.
about
Also, why
3
would
and a
you know
quarter light years.
What's our story, John?
I think he's tried a couple times. He's just waiting for us to shut up.
You guys keep going. It gives me material.
I also don't like that.
Always terrifying.
Well, so something. Does anyone have any projects they're working on this long flight?
I am arc welding all of Udex's toolboxes to the ground.
I'm like using those because I'm turning the Z95 from a block 0 into a block 5. But okay.
Now,
Just the moment you walk away from the toolbox, just and walking away. Not like a heavy weld, just enough that you try and pick it up and just get like pulled a little bit to the floor.
To the floor.
so
I'm just
If you want some help
practicing
with
my
that, you
grenade tosses for my new demolitionist skill. So
On the ship?
they're dummy grenades,
Oh, okay.
He's pretty much just playing skee ball.
pretty much.
but
Did we build a skee ball machine while flying? That'd be great.
I want to be like Deadpool, balls and holes.
Nice.
Can we have a game room on the Tortuga?
you might have to give up cargo bay.
No.
We use that. Also, it's extremely poisonous right now.
And there may or may not be baby spiders.
Yeah, it's like a Chuck E.
little
Cheese.
spiders.
I mean, it's one or the other. Either it's very poisonous, which would be bad, or there's no spiders, but not both. Definitely
It's
not
like a
both.
Chuck E. Cheese, he says.
Exactly like it.
Who knows if you'll come out alive?
Good old child casino.
I'll tell you the story about me getting kicked out of there sometime.
Oh, I cannot wait.
So, Udex, if you want some help with your projects, 2 of the refugees you picked up are mechanics, actually. So they can lend a hand if you're willing to share the fun.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, so my plan is to change it from because you said it was a Clone Wars era Z95, so I'm gonna take off the, obsolete sensor pod to shorten the nose, move the missiles to the wings because that way I can shorten the wings, increase its rotation, just upgrade it to the Block 5 sensor profile, and then I'm gonna rip out one of the concussion tubes and put in a spotlight strong enough to blind God.
Strong.
It sounds
Yeah,
beautiful.
Right.
What if he wants our spaceship?
Because it's annoying and free. Oh, and then the other bit is with those rails, I want to have it so that I can like yeet myself up into it like a reverse fireman into the cockpit and then jet away from the Tortuga, which will make the Tortuga slightly uglier, but that's a risk I'm willing to take.
Fair enough. All right. Zap, you doing anything while you're traveling?
Let's see. I'm gonna work on my target practice.
Okay. All right.
Work on my aiming skills because I'm pretty terrible at shooting.
Fair enough.
For as much as I do it, I'm awful at it.
This is your job, and you're bad at it.
Are you
Yeah,
better or
that's
worse
true.
than a stormtrooper?
Oh, better, much better, better than them.
It's not a high
Not by
bar, though.
much. Yeah, it's really not. That's
When the bar is on the floor, any improvement is significant.
unless you're trying to limbo under it, then it's a challenge.
Fair point.
Well, I know what I'm doing after our last encounter. I am going to be working on my tongue dexterity.
How specifically? You're like putting grenade pins back into grenades with your tongue or something?
Tying cherry stems.
Yeah, like putting like dummy grenades.
Mhm.
Just like
Or
sewing your clothes back together.
or like lock picking with my tongue.
Oh, wow.
All right, so
I'm
we're coming out of
staying
hyperspace.
far away from the Gungan. You know
I
that's
still
what I was
let him have
doing.
it. If you can do on a streaming role playing game, I'm using my tongue to pick locks. That's ridiculous.
Oh no.
All right, so Ed, what are you up to?
I am in the med bay. That's also, my room, because that makes sense. Making sure that we are well stocked and that everybody on board is shipshape.
Okay.
Cleaning Gungan spit out of Joran's ears.
Joland?
Joland. Yeah. You know what I meant.
I've got them all written down over here.
Well, lucky for you. Only somebody who had a notebook over here wrote those names down.
So anyway, coming out of hyperspace, you see Dantooine straight ahead. No proximity alarms, no sign of any Imperial ships.
I don't trust this at all.
Nope. Feels like a trap.
I mean,
See,
we
The
are
fact that there's
really
no
far out
danger
there.
means there's danger.
Yeah, we're pretty far away. I think we're off the map. I don't think we'd have any issues. I think we're actually shockingly safe here.
You went and said that out loud. Okay.
It's like saying it's quiet at the hospital.
We don't do that.
It's gonna be fine.
So
And
what's
don't
our,
worry,
what's
I'll
our
be right
checklist
back.
here? We've got the new guy whose ship he gratefully gave to me. We're dropping him off because we're meeting with whoever his rebel contact is to try to get more involved with the rebels. And then I don't think we're moving along the seven-pointed star plot arc here.
Okay.
You don't think this is gonna be seven-pointed star stuff?
No,
It's pretty far out there. I don't think there's much out here.
it's a remarkably boring planet.
Yeah.
It's remarkable in its boringness.
Except for that one-time Jedi Council conclave, but because it's boring.
That was like
That's what it
1,200
would
years
be.
ago.
Yeah.
So would it be extraordinary? Instead of extraordinary, extraordinary.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I know you hate it when people say extraordinary, John. That's why I did it.
As ordinary as possible.
It is even more ordinary.
One would say increasingly ordinary.
Boy, wouldn't it be nice if we had a force sensitive who could tell us if they felt anything? Hey, Udex, do you feel anything?
You know, no. I am achy. I've pulled my back a few times, and I'm just good to go. I'm ready to head on down and drop
Tim,
off.
are you messing with the
He
names?
said he would. Yeah, is that?
It's very trippy.
I don't know what you're talking
I'm
about.
looking at it just like.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And then we can move right along and maybe try to figure out if there's anything. So we do definitely want to get in touch with the contact here in order to keep moving with the rebellion, because Empire sucks. I'm on Team Empire sucks. I feel like we're all on Team Empire sucks. I'd like to
Pretty much.
keep connecting with people on that. So that's the plan. Apparently there's someone else who might be a good contact here. And all we gotta do is drop off this this fool with his family and a fake death that we lied to the Hutts to get him. So we better be grateful.
Sounds good to me. Let's do it.
We have the pesticide that we were
Let's
taking to
go.
Dantooine
Right.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're also hauling this pesticide.
for 3,000 credits.
Oh, I'm glad you're keeping track of that. Most of my money just disappears.
I have a notebook. I just didn't write character names in it.
All right. So both of your waypoints, for lack of a better term in my brain right now, are near what's it called? The Fields of Benair. This geographical area, just wide open grasslands.
Okay.
So which one are you hitting first? Joland stop or the pesticide?
Let's drop off the pesticide first.
Okay.
Yeah, the poison's gotta go.
Don't want to.
Especially in case Joland's family has food for us. We don't want to be sitting with the pesticide in the Tortuga.
Or if they get shot at and we have to do evasive maneuvers and spill it.
The Wookiee's thinking with her stomach, okay, guys? It happens.
Okay, fair enough.
It's valid.
Can only eat so many frozen Nerf popsicles.
Okay. So, as you fly down, Ted, you realize that this isn't too far from the farm you and Rel had been running while you were hiding out.
Oh, I didn't realize we were back to that planet. Okay.
Mm-hmm. He mentioned the field, and I'm like, I know where that is.
I didn't. That's how much I paid attention. So yeah, hey, this is like old home week here, guys.
Mm-hmm. And in fact,
Where I hid.
as you look at the manifest, you realize that the person you're delivering to, Ram Kota, was just a few farms over from you.
Okay.
So one of your neighbors.
You're giving lots of people names tonight.
With Ram Kota, that's wait a minute. That's is that from Force Unleashed?
I've never played it.
That didn't answer the question.
That's a Jedi from Force Unleashed.
Is it?
I swear
I
it
just
is.
played the names.
Well, I have no idea who this is, but it sounds like a good farmer, neighbor of yours. Do you know this guy? Do you even know anything about these pesticides, Farmer Ted? Do you actually have like the farming skill?
No, I do not have a farming skill.
That explains why you left, huh?
That explains why I left. I was here to just shoot things and pretend that I was, that I was
farmer.
doing the things.
He was
Yeah,
a
that's
clown.
Ram Kota.
Oh, okay.
Look at this dude. He's got a Wikipedia page.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's the big deal.
yes, clicking links.
So
Weird coincidences.
No truth or dare Gungan style. No. We did that last month.
but yeah, he's a Jedi.
He's a
Good to know.
So who knows that in character?
I would assume that I would know in character because, having been a clone trooper, probably served with, near, or familiar with him in some level because of having both been a part of the army of the Grand Republic.
And considering your buddy Rel was also a Jedi, so the two
Jedi.
Jedi probably knew each other. The Jedi.
Jedi.
I would say Ral would probably know definitively, just like sensing it out, but I don't know.
But Ral's
not here.
Ral failed.
He does
Ral's
not
gone.
fly. So,
He's-
okay. It's interesting that you think this guy's a Jedi who's hiding on Dantooine. I mean, that makes sense, but
He's blind, but yeah, he's a Jedi.
I don't think that. I mean, lots of people are blind. Huh. I just do. Pesticides don't seem like something a Jedi would need.
Unless
So-
he's actually farming.
He's
Maybe.
farming the Force.
Yeah, I always thought that the Force was all about ulu la la, life, eternal.
Unless he's
Something?
gone completely crazy about like some weird specific fungus and he feels the need to wipe it out because it's hurting his elm trees.
Okay. I'm not 100% sure what a tree is, but that sounds great.
The Gungan's pretty insistent upon this truth or dare thing.
Okay, well let's drop off these pesticides
off.
to this old blind guy.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Who's flying this thing?
I
Is it
believe
no still?
no, unless
It
he's
should be no. He's been flying.
Yeah, I'm the flyer.
Just for
I
giggles.
swims.
Give me a pilot check.
And hey, Zap, while he's doing that, I think this guy's a Jedi, but keep your blaster handy.
Oh, of course.
Will that help?
It could, especially if he's not really a Jedi and just a blind dude.
Is half level rounded up or down?
Down.
I rolled a 12 plus 9, I believe.
Okay. You managed to settle without disrupting the containers of pesticide. If it had been too rough of a landing, you might have had a problem.
The smile of disappointment is worrying me.
All right, well let's pop out.
Gonna start maneuvering the pesticides out. I'm assuming we have like a
Cart.
dolly or something.
Grab
What is it
some-
called?
Yeah, don't
There you go,
take
grab
out
slip.
a first gear. I added several other gears. Most of them are dangerous.
This is a grav sled. Why would we do that? This is just for loading cargo.
Look,
There was no need to hot rod the grav sled.
okay, first of all, I disagree with the premise of your assertion. Second of all, don't press the purple button. That is all. Don't put it in second gear and don't press the purple button.
I have no program for empathy, but I have an understanding that you might have a problem and an addiction with hot rodding things.
What's happened when you push the purple button?
You may note that you are missing one grappling hook and one grenade.
Yeah, we may just want to do that after the pesticides. Let's go drop this bad boy off, and then we'll do some purple button pushing.
Yeah, just as long as whoever is pushing the purple button doesn't have, need, or want a crotch, it'll be great.
Crotch rocket.
That's good to know.
So,
all right, is there a farmhouse or something?
A farmhouse, some adjacent barns, fields of crops, and a couple barns of livestock, nerfs, horgs, other assorted edibles.
Anything that
Makes it sound like you could just pick them up and eat them.
If you try hard enough.
All right, well, let's ring a doorbell. Find a dinner bell to ring. I don't know where this camera starts and ends. I'm trying to make hand gestures, and I'm just like,
it's disappearing in the corner.
Well, you currently only have one
issue.
arm on camera, so it looks like you're talking about a fish story.
No,
It's
I
like
can
he's
see
this
it.
big and we can't see the other arm.
I'm just lacking in what is it? Proprioception.
Okay.
Having the same issue with this like digital background because I get to a point where for some reason my arms just disappear. But it picks up the coats behind me like perfectly.
I will go ahead
great.
and knock, ring, or do whatever. Hello?
Did you use your
Lisa
tongue?
here.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
You're practicing ringing the doorbell with your tongue.
I'm walking around the premise,
Okay.
checking the perimeter.
All right.
Just, lollygagging about.
Okay. Are you staying closer to the house, barn, ship?
What do I see as I walk up? As we come up with let's stay with the house. Yeah,
The house?
yeah.
It's a simple.
Shouldn't he roll for perception if he has to ask a question?
That's a 2-story building. It's hard to miss.
Oh, fair.
Prefabricated walls, roof. Nothing spectacular, but definitely durable.
Okay.
How durable?
Durable.
To the point that we can test its durability, or
We are not blowing up his house.
By running through it?
Scurvy, you have to own something to blow it up. Like otherwise that's like combat. But if you blow up your own stuff, it's fine. Put that.
we
in
have
there.
all blown up a lot of things that none of us own.
It was either aggressive
because we were
or defensive
people.
self-defense.
I, however, blew up something I did own.
You can't own people. That's not right.
It was like 9,000 credits. But
And I got an aftermath out of it, so it's fine.
Crawley rolls up, posts small holographic projection. Droids are people too.
What is that? I heard things, but I can't see it.
No worries.
So rude.
So Zap, as you come around the corner of the house, you see this rather tall, white-haired human turn and sort of look in your direction, but his eyes don't focus.
Say, hey there, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Marvelous. I believe, are you anticipating a delivery of pesticides?
Yeah, it was. You're
Fantastic.
you're about a day early. That's impressive.
Yeah, we made some pretty good time, you know. Figured we might as well just kick back and enjoy the day here on Dantooine.
Misa knows how to fly.
Oh, there he is. See, this is my compatriot. No, not you.
Excellent. And your name, sir?
It's Zap.
Zap. All right.
And
It's
your
just
name,
two of
sir?
you? Just the two of you?
Oh, no, there are several of us.
Okay.
Here just
So-
to make sure the delivery goes nice and easy, but we have a droid for dropping it off. He's absolutely terrible company, but he's good worker, so it'll be nice.
I can still hear you.
Yes, clearly that's why I said it.
I'm not normally fond of droids, but it's okay. All
Well, I
right.
appreciate the kindness. So where should we drop this off?
Actually, if you could take the third barn over there.
Certainly.
And Ted, where have you been this whole time?
I'm hanging right out by the sled, just kind of walking with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with them too. It's just sniping with the droid.
Mhm.
So I'm wherever
So-
they tell me to put it. I'm moving the sled to where it needs to go.
So I couldn't help but notice that you said the speed impressed you. Do you have any other work you need done?
I personally do not. This is all I needed.
Excellent. Do you know of anyone else in town or in the area who generally gives out jobs?
We're pretty quiet here. We get our deliveries and we send out our shipments. Usually that's a standing contract. This was sort of an emergency, which is why I'm so thankful you got here early.
Why so the emergency?
There's some sort of weevils going through.
Do they wobble?
But not fall down?
They are notoriously hard to kill, yes. Which is why I needed this, and that voice sounded familiar.
Don't worry about it. How big are these weevils?
About an inch, 2 inches?
Okay. So
They
not
sound
anything that we
delicious.
can shoot.
Well, you could. Just be a little difficult. They're not like womp rats.
Do they taste good?
I've never tried one, but you are welcome to. Mr. Nachu?
Yes.
All right.
All right, so that seems like a pretty good job done. Hey, there any big swinging cities in this Dantooine planet that we should know about? Some
There's only-
centers of commerce, perhaps?
There's the capital, Kunda. There's an annoying number of Imperials there.
Really?
Yeah.
I couldn't help but notice there were no ships on the way in. Not often visited out in this area, more just an outpost?
No, we're just try to stay quiet. They have a garrison, token presence, and as long as we're well behaved, they don't send anything out.
Interesting. Well, thank you very much for that. How do you feel about the Imperial presence here?
They haven't affected daily life for most people, but they're a little oppressive.
Are you tapped into much news in the area, in the quadrant?
At times.
I heard a story about a group seemed to have given a whole bunch of hassle to some Imperials out in Manan.
Mana.
Manamana.
Manan.
I did hear something. Details were very vague. Were you there? What happened?
Well, I wouldn't want to say anything out of line, but let's just say it seems like a few Imperials managed to get a nice sinking base out of it.
Interesting.
I wonder if you were ever interested in fighting back against such a group.
Right now, trying to stay quiet. if things change, my opinion might.
Good to know. You guys got anything else for him, Farmer Ted?
Ted. Ted? Where
Yeah,
have you
my
been,
name is
man?
Ted.
Hmm?
I've been around.
You just disappeared. Where's Ral?
That's a very good question. He had to take some time off, and he'll be back.
Okay.
We think.
Well, you guys were always great neighbors when you just disappeared. I was worried. You know.
Well, we
Or
just had a few
take
things we
over
need
your
to take care of. So
Okay. I can respect that. Yeah, Cora tried taking over your farm, but we haven't let him take actual ownership of it. Just didn't seem right.
well, I don't think I'll be back to it anytime soon. He can have it,
All
or
right.
you can have it. I don't care.
We'll try to work something out. Yeah, you know how he is, though. Thinks he owns the neighborhood.
Always has been that way.
All right.
Out of curiosity,
Hmm.
does this dude like trigger some old programs or no?
Make an intelligence check.
Oh, I'm good at those. I'm not good at those. That's a 1.
Oh no.
That's hilarious.
I'm like, I have a +4. Yeah. Damn it.
So you feel your weapon system coming involuntarily online.
Jedi.
Say what?
I'm just gonna start marching over.
Hey, Ted, Zap.
Yes.
What is this thing doing here?
Scurvy, what are you doing? Hey, buddy. Well, you see, he's he's our droid. He's our helper. Normally not he's reprogrammed. I'm not sure what exactly this is. Hey, buddy, you want to calm down? Scurvy, what do you say we rein it in? Let's think, I don't know, think lavender, think fields, think calming thoughts. What's up with the weapon systems?
Think of hex block 9A46A1.
I will not be activating a self-termination code.
It's not that. No, that's just chamomile. It's fine. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just kind of standing there, like almost point blank range, just ready
I'll
to.
jump in front of there. Just go, hey, no need for any of this. We're all friends here, right? We did a job. We got paid. We're gonna get paid. We're out of here. It's easy going.
Jedi.
You know what? Hey, I don't think we need
dangerous
to
work.
judge people. Maybe we shouldn't be so mean. I'm pretty sure something's going on there. Maybe we should head back to the ship and just get you looked at, buddy. What do you think, Udex? Probably a good idea. Something seems to be working.
Yeah. Let's drop off these pesticides and scurvy, head back and run a diagnostic. I'm sure that there's something in some of your memory banks under code red 3 that I might have put in there that you probably want to get rid of. And, it's interesting, Rom, being out here all alone, hiding from stuff, not hearing the news. If there is anything against the Empire, we would be intrigued to know about it, just because we've been making those moves lately.
Bold of you to say so.
Well, it's we're out in the middle of nowhere, safe enough.
That's fair. But not all the neighbors are so friendly. Like I was saying, Core thinks he owns the neighborhood. I wouldn't trust him.
Good to know. Is he like a bully?
Kind of. I don't know if you have this on Trendosha, but in a lot of human circles, when people own more stuff. It thinks it gives them power over other beings.
Yeah, that's when you bite them, right? Oh yeah, that's right. You people don't bite. Yeah, I always forget about that.
Sometimes.
What's the use of pay if Hisa has an accident?
You know, I'm not comfortable paying for that sort of thing. I wouldn't complain if it happened, but I don't want to get mixed up in that life.
Well, let's say something were to befall this man, and something were to happen. Would you then feel more comfortable and confident if something were to spring up against the Empire garrison here?
Anything's possible.
You know, I'd like to. This has been a really interesting conversation, and I'm sure we can touch base with Ted to learn where this Imperial supporter bully is, and maybe we can come to an arrangement with them. And also, I'd like to buy a crate of vegetables if you got some.
Sure.
You're farming here, right? Yeah, perfect.
Do you want like a 5-gallon crate? 20-gallon crate?
A bushel of whatever. I'm gonna give it to what's her name? Gloralinda?
Gormanda?
Yeah. Gormanda. There we go.
Gormanda.
I love how John has said the names like at least 10 times, but we just refuse.
I was gonna call her Cook Lady, so
yeah. That's...
Okay.
Don't give her a name; you'll get attached to her.
Or will I though?
And then he'll kill her.
You've always got to be ready to eat them.
Well, what do you guys think? Should we go beat someone up for being a bad neighbor?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go drop him in a pit of acid or something fun.
Or
I'm okay with it.
tie him behind a... What? Hey, Ted, what do you use for cattle around here?
Nerfs?
Sure, let's go with nerfs. Yeah.
I
We
feel
got all
like
kinds of
being
nerfs.
dragged behind a nerf is actually softer than you might think, but...
How about we
Misa
tie him up
has
to
some-
behind the machine and hit the purple button?
Oh. I mean, okay.
That will satisfy my curiosity and my need of violence.
It won't kill him, probably.
Oh, I think it would.
No, there's nothing wrong with some good killing. Sounds like this guy needs to be busy with the killed.
You know, not everybody needs to die. People don't even necessarily need to be hurt.
That's fair. Does he have
Some
some
things need to be born
defenses here? Or... Does he have some defenses here?
Core? Sure he does.
Oh, not Core. I'm sorry. I was asking Core if other guys got defenses, but I guess Ted would know.
If Rom has defenses,
Mm-hmm. No, Core, the guy we're gonna go beat up.
I would assume that he has a couple guns in stock, most farmers do around the area. I don't know that he's got much more than that, but we could get surprised like anyone else.
Sweet. Well, what do you say? We want to do an air assault with a ground assault? 3 on the ground, 3 drop out of the sky with no piloting. Scare them, get real big and real loud.
I'm all for it.
So,
Or do
Ted,
we
this
wanna
has been
sneak
your
in and beat 'em
neighbor. He is a jerk. He has been trying to take your farm, just annex it.
Look,
So-
I would have 86'd him a long time ago, but Raul wouldn't have let me. So
Don't you mean 66 him?
I will shoot the Gungan.
No, that's not funny. No, we don't say those things.
I've got a Z6. I'm going to point it at the Gungan. What do I have to roll to hit him?
Well, you
Are
really
we committing violence?
We might be.
So-
But yeah,
I charge my blasters.
no, I would have 86'd the neighbor a long time ago because just didn't like him. But Raul wouldn't let me. So Raul's not here. He can't tell me no. So
Well, accused of being an Imperial sympathizer is good enough for me to strafe up his house.
There you go. Let's go say hi.
Sweet. Let's go knock on the door.
Okay. So are you going to fly the Tortuga that way?
How do we want to do it, guys?
Yeah,
I want to walk
sure.
up to the front door with a Z6 in hand.
And do you want to keep Joland with you, or do you want to take care of him first?
Are we killing him first?
No, so Golan is the guy. Golan, do you know this farmer dude?
No, not from around here.
Okay, cool. So then stay on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Don't touch anything. I've scrambled all the buttons anyway. All right, let's fly up and park out, and then walk up, sell them some Girl Scout cookies.
Love it. I'll walk around the outside.
Who's the
see what
guys
I can
wants
see.
any cookies?
Do we want to put the battle droid in the Wookiee right as they open the door?
Yes. The largest, meanest, and scariest.
So you're flying right up to his house? Right up to the house?
We'll fly up and park like in the landing pad where a normal delivery person would show up.
Okay. All right. So who's going out first?
So Scurvy,
Scurvy and
Edna, and I'm gonna go up with
Did
them.
we get any communique like, hey, why are you landing in our pad?
No.
Okay, and then
Lisa thinks that nobody home.
maybe let's find out. I'll follow along a little distance away since I'm more of a medium long range person.
So the three in the lead.
I saw Joseph.
Perception rolls, please.
Oh, I need to do perception. Hang on.
You knew him from Edna too.
Mhm.
Sorry, I got distracted by the puppy.
What are maths?
Woo!
I can't do math.
That is why I picked this dive tonight.
Right, so
Oh, that's a 19.
let's do this, 18.
29.
Oh, I can't do math all of a sudden. 25.
25. All right. So as you're walking up this path, you see these two very large, they look like hills initially. The top raises off, and these turrets take aim at you.
I knew it.
Misa gonna take off really quick.
How hefty of turrets are these? Because the other farmer mentioned this guy's got money, which is what my thought was. But how?
So you would have seen something this size as like an anti-personnel weapon, maybe a bordering on anti-vehicle.
Okay.
These
But
are
not anti
machine gun.
like starship.
No.
So like anti-speed.
How many laser cannons per turret?
Is it just the two heads per the two guns?
Yeah,
Just one? Okay.
Do we only see these two mounds, or are there more?
there are a few more further down.
How close
Get on the
together
comm
are
and
they?
just
How close together are they?
what?
50 feet apart?
What do you guys say we back up, strafe, and then come back in?
Yeah, let's go. Let's take them from the sky and just blow up these turrets.
Yep.
Yep.
Hold on. Before we do that, is where we're coming up to? Is there any cover? Anything that we can hide behind? Is there anything nearby, or is it all open field?
It's pretty open.
Okay, so no cover for me to duck behind and shoot from.
I do have a thought.
Yes.
Udex, is this actually a rocket for the grav sled to make us go faster, or is it just a bomb?
It's a anti-theft device.
Ah,
But it does go 7 times as fast as it should. So it'll go quick. And I have a swoop. I can swoop in and like fling jetpacks on top of these things. Actually, that sounds really fun.
Yeah, why don't you do that one? No,
All right, I'm going to do that. Who wants to ride on the back and fling jetpacks?
Me. I'm in. Let's do
Cool.
this.
So,
we want to go to the front door.
Well, hold up. How about we start at the front, start circling. You guys burst through the front door. So we're going to start like 15 degrees off the front door, assuming these are in a circle. So that way we chase the turrets around. These guys burst through the front door. We blow up all the turrets.
I say
that was my thought too.
I say we pull out. I'll fly in. Like we'll have the bay door open. Kind of do like
skid in.
Like skid in, and then you guys shoot out.
Yep.
I'll fly out, and then I'll come back in. And
go the opposite direction.
And pew pew pew. Whoever, Ted, if you want to be on the.
I want to chuck. I'll be on the Tortuga bay door chucking grenades because my new demolitionist skill.
Okay.
I got the wrist rockets with the same thing. So.
All right.
Oh, I love it.
I love it when a
if
plan
you could
comes
please,
together.
There's a song of my people. It's called "Ride of the Valkyries." Turn that up. Let's go.
That's interesting. Wagner, who's that? Kind of weird.
I mean, with the thing we're doing, I think Fortunate Son would be more appropriate here.
Nice.
Basically.
Some folks bones.
All right. Zap, you got your throne arm ready?
Ready to go.
All right. So who's shooting for the door?
We're not going for the door yet. We're going to get the turrets and then go for the door, correct?
Yeah, we're going to clear the most
clear the turrets.
front turrets and then just jump out, walk to the front door.
We're going to do a Corellian twist. So we'll dive up, drop my ship. Where's the freaking camera? Drop the swoop, zig around, get all of them, come back around to the door, then offload these yahoos, the infantry, and myself and Zap. So we're going to split directions, cover the whole thing, blow up all the turrets. Just high speed. Might take us a couple laps, honestly. Depends on how good Zap's throwing arm is.
Not going to be great. I don't know. Because this is going to be based on what? Acrobatics and
maybe Farmer Ted, you've got the arm for the explosives. Maybe you should ride on the back.
He's the explosives guy, so maybe he should jump on there. He's dead.
Okay. Do it.
And Zap, you can run the turret guy.
I'm going to zip the turrets. Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's do this.
Lasers.
Where is Edna? Edna is confused.
Edna's on the Tortuga with scurvy.
Okay.
And I'm
Getting ready to
hanging out
breach and clear.
the bay door, just
Well,
launching.
would it be better if you guys were in the actual turrets?
We only have 2 turrets, right?
Yeah, I'm in the turret. I'm in the
Yeah, so
bottom
Zap's
turret.
in one, Edna can be in the other, and I'll just...
Okay.
We're going to make this quick.
All right.
Speed is the key.
All right. So who's in the cockpit?
Me.
Me. All right. So you're
No, not you.
No, not you. It's no, not you.
So as you're sitting there getting ready, the communicator light starts blinking.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
Hey, what are you doing about property?
We used to have a special delivery.
I didn't order nothing.
It's a supplies from a hut.
And it's a stenogram.
I'm gonna go ahead and hit return to sender on that.
It's a Wookiee kissogram.
Okay. And this is where we'll take off, and
We're
then
flying away.
we'll come in, and then
We're totally flying away. He said, "Hey, return to sender." It's okay. Okay, bye.
Then pop Udex out.
Special delivery, violence.
So I really meant to like put extra boost engines and guns and armor on this thing, but I've been busy, all right? Just busy. So don't get shot, all right, Ted?
I'll do my bestest.
Don't blow up.
I mean, you got like upgraded armor and
Oh, I'm
Like
wearing
a-
the Mando
like a
armor for
shield.
sure. Yeah.
yeah. I grabbed a shield generator. So we're a little tankier than we could be.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I did buy you the extra one.
Very happy with it. I also don't remember what it does specifically, like how much damage I can take before the shields kick out.
I thought it was like 10, 20.
20. I got you the good one.
That's right.
Cool. All right, here we go. As fast as I can make it, relying on Ted's clone reflexes to fling jetpacks at each turret.
You were also in the demolition squad of the clone army, so you got a lot to live up to right now.
Not feeling any pressure at all. Let's do this. All right, let's go. Only gonna cry.
Don't kick your computer. Ow.
No, I hear that's bad.
Yeah, not a good plan.
Right. The more you know.
We need a pilot roll from Nono.
Nat 20, baby.
All right. So who's taking the first shot at the turrets?
I guess the laser turret, so that way we have them focus on us while we kick Udex out the door.
Okay.
Oh, nat 20, baby!
What?
What?
All right. So you're shooting with the ship's cannon, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. So that was a 5d10 times 2. Because nat 20, you double that.
10d10 times 2. So we're looking at 110 average damage.
Somewhere around there.
That's insane. This is going to be ridiculous.
Use a dice roller.
I'm pulling it up right now. I'm like, I can't.
I don't want to roll 10d10s.
Like, nah, we're
Too
good.
many.
This is where I'm like, I need to borrow Kathleen's dice.
Don't touch it.
Okay.
I should still buy that D100 I was looking at.
So the total is 61.
61.
Did you multiply by 2?
Yeah, well, it's 10d10
No, and then it's another 2. Like it's another
times 2.
Yeah.
because you got a
So
crit.
okay, so that's a
122.
yep. Thank you. Boom.
Yeah, so there's a smoking crater where that turret had been.
Yes. First one's down.
All right. And so then what's the next step?
I believe other turret, which should be Edna, and then I'll launch a rocket. And then at that point, Udex and Ted should be right on top of the next turret.
Mhm.
And hopefully not shot at.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
Hopefully, look. Oh, that's not a good look.
Not in
I'm
that
not-
one, but not in
I'm
actual.
not nervous
Well,
at
the-
all.
18.
18. That's still gonna hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
You said 10d10,
5d10 times 2.
5d10 times 2?
Yep.
Mhm.
Why
If
is
you
mine
get-
different?
Because you didn't get a
because
net 20.
Great. Okay. Give me a second. I'm going electronic with this as well.
She's got enough dice.
Yes, but then I have to math.
Exactly. The numbers don't just magically appear on these dice. I don't get it.
Rude.
I mean, the numbers are already there. You can't even see my. There it is.
10,
Those aren't real numbers.
so 62.
62.
They're all imaginary numbers.
Bingo.
Like
Just
negative
big giant
0.
E's.
Very.
All right. So you managed to blow a giant hole in this one as well, shutting it down. Fire and smoke and shrapnel and all that good stuff.
Good job.
Where's my numbers for attacking things? I think I have a +6. Yes. So that's. What number are you? It's 19 to hit it.
Your total's 19 or your roll is 19?
My roll to hit is 19.
Okay.
And then I gotta Does that hit the turret? Or am
Yeah.
I just doing straight damage?
Hmm?
I'm
Yeah,
using
that
a
was-
wrist rocket. Okay.
Whoa.
Math. Oh, that's a high number. So, 10, 16,
Exactly why I use the virtual die.
28.
28. All right, so the rockets do manage to get through the shields on this one, but don't do a whole lot of damage.
Do I have 2 attacks I could do?
Second one will be a -5.
I will attack again with a wrist rocket.
Okay.
That is significantly higher, so that's 18 plus 6. So
Still hits.
let's do math again. Woo! That is 23 to the same one.
23. Okay. Your rocket goes down through, detonates inside the turret, and it just shuts down. You
Yes.
see the actual cannon kind of droop down,
Oh,
smoke coming out of the holes. It's done.
it happens.
Sad cannon.
Good times, good times. I'm just gonna
What's next?
Udex and Ted, your turn.
Cool. So flying out at an ungodly speed, dodging laser fire. Here we go. Do you want to pilot, or do you want Ted to just do the demolition and trust me?
Oh, me? Am I choosing?
No, I feel like I'll pilot and fling you something. So
Yeah, we don't want me piloting.
it's 31 for piloting.
Okay. And you're launching the grav sled?
No, we're on my swoop.
Oh, on your swoop. Okay.
Yeah. And this thing goes fast.
Okay.
And then I'm slaloming between, fire up and down every which way and then when we get close enough, Farmer Ted just YOLOs a det pack right on top of it.
Okay.
All right, so are we good? Am I rolling?
I don't like that face.
I don't
I don't
either.
like
Looks
it.
like someone might have hit you.
What's the reflex defense on a swoop?
Let me look that up for you.
I don't like.
I don't like this at all.
I feel like I'm getting ready to spend some of my 79 hit points.
No, don't worry about it. I got something for it.
Edna made sure that we have all of the med base stocked. We're good.
Reflex defense is 18.
Okay. So that was a 27.
Oh my god.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to use vehicular combat.
Okay.
Once per round, as a reaction, when you are piloting a vehicle or starship, you may negate a weapon hit by making a successful pilot check. The DC is equal to the result of the attack roll you wish to negate.
Okay.
So I'm trying to negate a 27.
Yes.
Okay, that's pretty high. I need to roll 12 up.
Mhm.
14.
Okay. So you negate the damage?
I negate the damage.
I'm alive.
Fancy flying there.
You're right for me. I do a little lippy loop.
You managed to just barely miss.
Hercules,
Flat
Hercules,
shot.
Hercules, Hercules.
Yeah, you shift your balance just right, and it hits where you were, throwing dirt up, but thankfully not your guts.
Yeah, they got to hit where I am, not where I were.
Exactly.
Watch
I
out,
like
he's
to imagine
photoning.
Ted's like
Two places
mid throw
at
and the blast just goes between the arm and head.
All right. So where are you headed now? Into the build? The main farm?
No, we're still looping around. We're going the opposite direction as the ship. So we're both gonna circle around the farm in opposite directions
Okay.
and then meet at the beginning.
Gotcha. So Ted, what's your play?
What am I throwing at this point? What am I throwing a a det pack on because I thought both the turrets were done. Or is there more than 2 turrets?
There's
There's
more.
more than
More than
two.
2.
Oh, there's 2 more on the sides?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Then I'm throwing a det pack on one of the turrets as we go by.
Okay. So go ahead and make a ranged attack.
That would be a nat 20.
No!
Okay, that's going to hit.
Guys, come on.
Nice.
So this is the one that just tried to perforate you.
Yeah.
Yes. This
Correct.
is cool. So on the Stashwick dice, when you roll a nat 20, you get to see his little face.
Amazing.
His little face. So
Fun.
anyway,
All right.
yeah. Just wanted to point that out.
So you're going to zoom away and detonate?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going hundreds of miles an hour.
All right, so I'm going to need a damage roll.
And what is my damage roll again?
Whatever the damage of a det pack.
Yep.
+2 for demo.
Plus 2 dice.
Yeah, +2 dice.
Oh, +2 dice?
Yeah.
it's
I thought it
it's
was
a
just
great
+2. I
talent.
was doing those numbers wrong.
It's a great talent.
I probably didn't need to add an
So
additional rocket.
Am I rolling the D10? Is that what I'm doing?
Yeah, you are. Oh, it's D6s. So this is
Okay.
a explosive charge. So you're rolling 12 D6,
Oh Jesus. Okay.
or like math.
And what was your roll? Was that a nat 20?
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, you're rolling 24 D or 12 D6 times 2.
12 6 times 2. Okay, here we go.
Wow.
I'm very
Wow.
mad.
All ones. All ones.
I just randomly rolled
Okay.
2 extra D10 to see.
All right, Sam,
And I
I'm
wrote-
just gonna Udex, I'm just gonna call out the numbers. You're gonna do my math for me because I gotta roll
Yeah, you
12 of
got
these
it.
suckers. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Okay. 3 1 1 5
10,
3
13,
2
15.
4 4 4
19, 23.
3. How many rolls do I have left?
You're at 30 right now.
Yep.
I do not know how many rolls you just did. I think that was 6.
How many rolls was that?
That was 10
Yeah.
rolls. I got 10
That's
rolls.
10 rolls. Okay. So then multiply that times 2.
So what
Or
was
sorry,
my-
add 2 more.
So 2 more dice rolls.
Mhm.
All right, that's a 4 and
34.
a 5
So
39
39
times 2.
2
times 2.
78.
Boom.
I
Yeah,
think it's gone.
that one is also gone. But it's one of those cool shots where you're speeding away from it. The explosion happens behind you, and it just blows your hair a little bit. Those-
Yes.
Look at you having hair.
I'm
Yeah, I
not
love
those
those
are
crow
cool
clubs with
balls,
the
it's
shaved
rude.
head.
It just billows the poncho.
Mhm. Okay,
That was fun.
that was.
That
And then
was
we've
cool.
got our next one, and they've got their 3 shots on one. So we're going through these turrets pretty darn quick.
Yeah.
It also just occurred to me, we only need to hit the ones in front of the house.
I mean,
But
sure.
isn't it more fun if we just wipe out all his defenses?
Yeah, but
That
we
sounds
also,
more
if we
of a-
did that, we'd have to turn around and take trailing fire. But if we take onrushing fire, then it's harder for them to track.
Fair.
What's the reflex defense of the ship?
I don't have those stats.
I mean, I know it is stock.
I can pull it up right quick here. How do you spell it? Is it GHTR? Yeah.
Yeah, GHROC. 720 light.
Reflex defense is 14.
Okay. I love doing math.
Yeah.
There's one more here. There it is. So, a rocket collides with the side of the ship,
Nope.
and
Nope.
No, do you have vehicular combat?
I do.
Ooh.
Okay, go ahead and make a pilot roll.
And I got a 17 plus 9, 26.
Okay. So the rocket misses.
Yes.
There.
Does
This
the rocket
feed is
hit?
great.
Does the rocket hit something else?
No, it just keeps going.
I like to imagine Tortugas like this, and Nono just went and just not.
Exactly.
Everyone not
This
hanging
sounds
onto something just went.
fantastic.
In the back, you hear
Our cook lady's complaining.
Not the soup.
Why did you start soup? It's like 10 in the morning.
It takes all day.
It's stew. Stew takes a while to stew.
She
Stew and
understands.
soup are not the same.
You should be using a pressure cooker. We're in space. Anyway.
Stew.
Ooh, instant pot soup.
I'm hungry now.
No, I was just thinking the same. I'm like, way to go, Kathleen.
John started it.
We'll go back around to no. Get to make another pilot roll.
Am I allowed to take actions of sorts?
Yes. What do you want to try?
Well, I'm going to do my talent, Walk the Line, which...
Can only do if you sing Johnny Cash.
Burn, burn, burn in a burning rain of fire.
Wrong Johnny Cash.
That is the wrong song, but
It applies. Where did it go? It disappeared on me.
The British people eat Taco Bell.
So because I have the prerequisite disruptive, as a standard action, I can do or say something that catches my enemies off guard. This talent has a range of 6 squares at starship scale. So I'm going to do something that draws the attention of all the turrets.
Okay.
I assume they're all within 6 squares.
At starship scale.
There's only one left, though, right?
And they all get a -2 penalty to their defenses until the start of my next turn. The penalty is negated if line of sight is broken. So I'm going to kind of like...
You're going to what?
Like, just kind of like do some fancy
I'm going to need you to make...
circles, 50 and figure eights, you know, like...
We're going to need to hear that again.
I'm going to do the thing. It's going to think and all the rest stuff.
Oh. What do you have to roll for that?
I rolled me a 19.
Okay.
Well,
That'll
I
succeed.
rolled a 10 plus 9.
Yeah. Okay. So they're trying to track you. Oh, that'd be cool.
Right?
Mm-hmm. All right. So back to Zap and then Edna.
Yeah, let's go ahead and put me right in line for the next turret.
Okay.
You're not going to believe this. I almost... I specifically changed dice for the opportunity. And I'll here, just so you can see that's there. That's a nat 20 again. I don't know.
John put all these turrets around this house just so we wouldn't mess with this farmer. We're like, nah, it's happening.
And you know, he is actually getting us to blow them up instead of loot them. So
yeah, yep.
Otherwise, we just steal the hell out of these turrets.
Well, that's also true.
Do we have ion cannons that we could just kind of like?
Yeah,
I mean-
actually, I have some ion grenades.
Yeah,
If
we
there's
made
one
ion
left, I
cannons
can
for when
just
we were
disable
fighting those fish things, but that I used some very expensive crystals for one-time use when I built those, so haven't had a chance to restock. Sorry. Also, I'm currently goggles on, gear on, screaming into the void at 370 miles an hour. So
Just gleaming the cube, man.
You open your mouth a little bit, and your cheeks just start flapping.
See, and I just envision myself like Wrecker from the Bad Batch, just holding onto the back, laughing out loud, holding a debt back, going, "Bring it on!"
yeah, that's why I brought you.
So nat 20.
52 damage.
Okay.
So not as strong as it could have been.
No.
So,
Still.
well, is that just 52 and then times 2, or is it the total?
No, that was the total. Yeah.
Oh,
It was
sad.
26 times 2. Yeah, real sad.
You used to say my name?
No, not you.
Still obliterates the turret.
Turret's
Enough?
down.
Oh,
Unless you
that's
want to
minus 2 on defense, by the way.
Just makes
Are
it
there-
easier to hit.
Are there more turrets, or was that the last of the turrets?
Well, there's also the missile launcher in the house.
Ah.
Shoot the launcher.
So
Do
Edna,
it.
Yeah, shoot the launcher. If I can do so.
you can try it.
Okay.
What?
May have missed the missile launcher.
What'd you get?
2.
Total?
Ooh.
I don't know. I rolled a 2.
What else do I have to do? Because I'm still in the turret of the Tortuga.
Yeah, you missed.
Did I just hit his house instead, though?
No.
Could it have at least been helpful?
You shut the weather vane off.
Yes.
Stupid looking rooster. It's fine.
You hit the hay bale on the edge of the property. It's everywhere now. He's got a mess of hay.
I rolled a 2. Casey's stealing all the good rolls.
Well,
This
when
is
in doubt,
amazing. Very happy.
rocket the
I'm gonna
rockets.
changing out for the third one now.
And Udex and Ted.
So,
All right, more
My rocket.
evasive flying. If there's turrets, or are there any turrets left, or are we headed for the rocket launcher?
Well,
on the
doesn't
road?
Scurvy go before us?
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
I was shooting my rocket at the rocket launcher.
Okay.
As much as I want to blow something up.
That's math. What is that? 19.
19?
Yes.
That's gonna hit.
And now I actually know how much damage I'm supposed to do. So does the 19 hit?
Yes.
Oh, that's a lot of numbers. Okay, so
When the walking computer says it's a lot of numbers.
Makes me think I'm not going to be able to throw a debt pack at this.
Hey, then you get to keep the debt pack. Win-win.
18.
We can use it to blow up your evil neighbor later. We can just shove it down his pants.
I got a frag for that.
So that's that's 40 even.
40 even.
I gotta reset
And that
all
was
my
at the
dice.
missile launcher?
What's up?
That was at the
Yeah, that
missile
was a wrist rocket.
launcher. Blows right through it.
Woo! Big excite.
So it explodes off the top of the house. Lands off to the side. Good times.
So is that all the turrets, or are there any left?
That was all of them.
All right.
So,
Do
Udex,
we
I
want
say
to add
we
the intimidation factor?
we swoop to the front door and like do a barrel roll off and come up to the door with my Z6 drawn and ready to go.
So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna spin around and fishtail in, so you can. Here, I need the full room. I need the whole room for this. So it slows down just enough that you can calmly just like step off with your Z6 ready to go. Just,
Okay, I'm
I'm
down
gonna
with it.
get us down to 0 delta V right in front of the door.
Okay. So I'm going to need a pilot check
No
and then
problem.
acrobatics from Ted.
I no longer like this plan.
No. Okay.
You can
hear that
re-roll.
barrel roll? I misheard you.
What's that?
So With my modifier, it's a 16, but it is a natural 1.
You have a plus 15 to that?
Hey, Ted.
All right. Well, for acrobatics, what all do I count?
4.
Do I do my roll and then what do I add to it?
Should be on the skill
If you're-
sheet.
Well, I
Yeah,
see
if
stuff
you're-
on the skill sheet. I'm just, is that on the first page? Do I add any of that?
It's
Skill and-
half level plus dex, plus
Yeah.
if you're skilled in it.
The modifier on the dexterity.
Oh, okay. That's what I was looking for. Okay. All right. So I rolled a 17. I have a 1 on dexterity, so that makes 18. And then I've got an ability mod of 2 on acrobatics, so 20.
20. Okay, so
Does that counteract the natural 1?
barely.
Yay.
Yay.
I don't die. That's what I heard.
It's going to be really cool stepping off maneuver. You get to do kind of a tuck and roll and come up.
I like that better anyway.
And then the engine stalls out because some jerkbag took my emergency purple cool button off and put it somewhere else.
Who would do that?
I need to buy more buttons.
Buttons.
All
right.
Are we taking the Tortuga low so the rest, or at least some of us, can also
Come
be at the
join the
front
fun?
door?
Yeah, come join the fun.
No, not you. That's your call.
Yeah, I'll just swoop in and just kind of drop everybody off.
Okay.
I have a firing trigger on in the cockpit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I will go ahead and kind of stay with the ship.
All right.
Yeah, I'll hang out with you, actually. No. I'll stay in the turret,
Okay.
just in case. We'll leave them to intimidate everyone.
But music can use my tongue.
Not again.
That's how you're setting off the trigger. It's actually like 5 feet to your right. You're just like, pull.
Oh.
Oh boy.
So, Ted, as you complete your landing, front door of the farm opens. There you see this dirty, tired, old and grumpy human standing there with a blaster on his hip.
Oh boy.
Ted, what are you doing back here? Thought you was dead.
You thought wrong.
He got better.
We came back to do a job, and we find out now that you're supporting the Empire.
Oh, they're in power.
It doesn't matter.
I paid my taxes to the Republic. I'll pay my taxes to the Empire.
No more tongue fu.
But you gonna make a mess of my farm.
Well, that's what you get for supporting the Empire.
So you're one of them.
Always have been, always will be. Time for you to meet some of my friends.
Over the loudspeaker, I'll go, "Hello!
He has friends.
Special delivery!"
Hello, I am SCR-V. Here for your termination.
I'm very confused now, Ted.
Random Wookiee noises.
So what? You just gonna put me down?
Yeah, that's what you do with a rabid dog. I'm not one for talking. I leave that up to Zap. All right, so who gets to shoot him? Do I get to shoot him? Because he's,
You
He was
All right,
trying
I'm
to take
shooting
your
him.
farm.
you trying to take him my farm. You took my nads, Dennis. So I'm going to shoot it with my Z6,
Oh
a
lord.
heavy blaster.
Uh huh.
John doesn't like the way this is going. I can just tell. I love it.
No, we're good.
Let's see. So that is a 25.
To hit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you hit.
Let's see, and that is a 3d10.
This is an old man.
Yeah, ain't gonna take much.
He probably has 3 hit points.
8.
Or a lot. Depends on how you do.
He's
That
actually
is
a retired level 20.
that's a 24 in damage.
So as you're doing the math, I thought about having him deflect it with a lightsaber, but no.
Red
would've been
Crimson
Terrifying.
Blade.
Oh God.
He gets it.
Darth Farmer.
Darth Farmer.
But no, you just obliterate him. Yeah, he's gone.
All men are cremated equal.
Oh,
More
yeah.
veggies for everyone.
I bought that pin. It'll be here in a couple of weeks, John.
Is he going for me too?
Alright. Well, this situation seems to be resolved.
Mm,
And done.
I have one more idea.
Loot the farm!
Exactly. I go into the house.
Let's
Is
go.
there a computer
Luton.
system
Hey,
or
no, no.
anything I can scomp
Yeah,
into?
is there, before we do that, is there anything I can take off of his body since I shot him?
Oh,
There's no body.
Z6.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Is
know,
there a
but
Gatling gun?
I mean, his boots.
You have somehow cremated him so far that he has actually turned into a diamond.
Yes, I figured as much. But, I mean, he probably has a belt on because you said he had a gun at his hip. And so I'm thinking, is there anything in the belt? Was there grenades or credits anywhere on his belt that are still in existence?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
Looking for a computer.
It was worth a try.
Loot the farm!
Okay, Scurvy finds a computer.
Yes.
Do we see any of the turret lasers themselves that are actually still viable? Or did we beyond disrepair pretty much all of them? Well, what about the one that just went droopy? Is that one still good?
You might be able to salvage components.
All right, I'm going to go tinker around in that. What do I need to roll?
Mechanics check.
Just give me anything that doesn't smell like sulfur. Sulfur.
A surfle.
Okay. Well, since we're committed to this bit, Scurvy, are you in his computer?
Yes. What I'm doing is I'm kind of like fabricating a last will and testament to make it that this person is like good buddies with Farmer Ted and all of his possessions will go to him regardless of circumstances.
That's incredibly intelligent.
I'll leave the computer.
I do have a high intelligence.
So I roll. So I'm at a 24 for my mechanics check.
All right. So you're able to get some components that might make it possible for you to soup up the cannons on the ship.
That could be good.
Could be.
We'll put some blasters on the swoop.
That was one of my plans. We have lots of spare blasters. I just haven't had the time. I got projects.
Well, one of these components might help you, Dex.
Yeah, well, throw it in the third bin. And
Roger that, third bin.
Pour some water on it first, because that's like still smoking.
Just a bin in one of the cargo bays that just says gun junk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Turbo laser stuff, turbo cannon junk.
It's got a hood above it for Tabana gas, so I can recycle it.
Just
What am I?
You guys think that the proton torpedo warhead above the door is the most dangerous thing on the ship? You are so incorrect.
It's a Misa tongue!
That's a different kind of dangerous. That's going to get us in trouble.
I had to stop listening to last
or a
session at work.
disease. It's going to get us in trouble, or it's going to give us a disease. We're not sure.
Aren't those the
Yes.
same thing, Edna?
So the reason I want his computer is because I want to see what relations he's been having with the Empire. Because if there's any like Imperial like poobahs who we can depoobulate, then that might be fun. If we know like who the highest ranking Imperial in town is, maybe we can strafe them. Because this strafing mission was wildly successful, and I think we can repeat it.
I'm a big fan.
More.
I think we should definitely do this a lot.
That is a good plan. It also means that we could potentially insert Farmer Ted as kind of our guy on the inside and maintain these relationships while constantly ruining their plans.
I mean, it is
All
only
possessions
one
go
year.
to Ted.
So you want to
Like
start the
those other
Dantooine
guys.
rebel cell?
Let's do it.
You are
I
a
think
beautiful,
this is the
beautiful
time to plant
human.
our flag. Sorry, Edna.
All right, what am I rolling to fabricate this person's last will and testament to the point where people won't know it's a fabrication?
Computer use. Use computer.
I would assume.
Yeah.
How's a natural 20 do you?
Woohoo!
What's your modifier?
Modifier is a ton. Hang on.
It's a ton.
No, it's why? Please let me scroll. There we go. So use computer is so it's 4 plus half level 3 plus proficiency math. Oh wait, I just need 12. So 32.
It has more legalese written into it than your regular basic contract.
It doesn't look like a Disney lawyer wrote it.
But it's close.
Definitely better than politician lawyers.
Don't get me started. We're not that kind of show.
No, we're not.
I mean, it is
Better
Star
than
Wars.
Palpatine's lawyers.
Hmm?
Better than Palpatine's lawyers.
All right. So while you're in there,
What lawyers?
I am the lawyer.
it was disturbingly good.
It also probably doesn't help that I have the robot voice on.
Actually did.
Oh, great.
So Udex, you were trying to figure out who the head Imperial around here is?
Yeah. And if they're like moving anything, if they're taking shipments from particular farms, because the other thing we could do is we could like rig up we could rig up like a food delivery. We could borrow some pesticide from Ram and poison a whole bunch of Imperials.
I still have a trooper con. Would that work on this planet?
Presumably.
Maybe.
Or because it's probably short range, we'd have to get close to wherever they're at.
We could also do food deliveries to Imperial, like, ships or bases and just happen to have a skegfish infestation in one of the crates.
That's next to an
I
idea
know.
because we could have Gramanda and see if she could whip us something up and then put a skegfish in it.
We
should go
killed
back
all
to
the
that other planet.
skegfishes.
Well, they're still on that planet.
We just killed the ones in town
They're
so we could get out of there.
oh.
I also have a code cylinder. Is there anywhere in the house where we could use the code cylinder to see if that will help us access any information?
You can try it.
That would actually help with the last will and testament. I'm going to use that code cylinder to ratify this was, witnessed by ex-Imperial, whatever that highest code
He's
cylinder
definitely an
would have.
ex-Imperial. He's dead.
A lot of X. The most
I'll,
X.
I'll backdate the will and testament, like at least a year or so before this person's death.
Okay.
So yeah, the head of the Imperial garrison here, highest ranking Imperial they've got, is Colonel Henry Proctor.
That's going to be a test.
Mhm.
strong.
Okay, a colonel, so army,
Yep.
presumably a garrison. Do we actually even want to bring the heat down on these Imperials, or let's just give this information to Rom and then continue on our merry way? Because we still got to drop off this dummy who got himself involved with the Hutts for his.
Yeah, we still got Joland we got to take care of.
Okay,
And
well, let's
then-
go ahead and finish that up and then see where we're at after we.
'Cause we can always come back to Dantooine and have some fun with the proctologist. I mean, Colonel Proctor.
Yeah,
Once
because I don't
we get a
want
little
to.
stronger.
I don't want to skegfish this planet just because, like, you know, we got.
As a
We may
wise
now
person
have friends here.
as a wise person once said, the closer we are to danger, the further we are from harm. So if we maintain our relationship on this planet with the Empire, they won't believe that we are the ones causing mayhem for the Empire in other places.
It's true.
That's smart. So let's go ahead and set up Dantooine as our rebellion cell point.
You know, that's
Everyone
actually
goes
a
to the
good
farm.
idea. Well, right under their nose, they'll never think that
Right.
we're here.
And we
it's a
can use
small
this
enough
new.
garrison.
We can use this farm as base.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, congratulations, Farmer Ted. You now own a bigger farm.
Yeah.
You are now
What I've
double
always-
overhead.
What I've always never wanted. Okay, let's do it.
2 farms.
2 farms, and I'm still not a farmer actually. So
Well, now it's just like one big farm. So let's
Timmy.
let's use this compound as a secret staging base. Set aside some of our projects. Drop off Joland, this dude, this guy who ran afoul of the Hutts and who we
Joland
covered
Helly.
for in exchange for a fighter. And we still, yeah, there's a few more things to do. We do need to meet with Joland's handler or whoever he knows.
Oh, the
And
spice
then
guy.
we also need to follow the 7-pointed star, even though the money's not that good. But it seems important. It seems like there's more going on there. That if the Empire is willing to slag a planet for it, that it's worth following up on.
yeah, I say we get rid of Joland and then track down the 7-pointed star, and then
So-
come back. We can come back to Dantooine as a pit stop in between other things to refuel and get things, and maybe talk to Rom real quick and see if he knows anybody that we could hire to work the farm to keep it going.
Yes, and also if we happen to pick up any other passengers or stragglers that have been put down by the Empire, it feels like a great spot to put them in. Maybe create a little commune.
Maybe get rid of all the passengers on our boat.
Bingo.
I just want to kind of recap. We stumbled into our own rebel base. We set up kind of a money laundering system that we could easily funnel all of our illegal stuff into the farm. And now we're about to go fight the Empire for some jewelry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and yes.
Also, we betrayed a Hutt.
Yeah,
And we
we-
betrayed
yeah,
one of the most powerful crime lords.
Yeah, we totally pissed off a Hut, but yeah.
Wait, was it Perla?
No, we didn't piss off the Hutts because they don't know.
it. They don't know they're betrayed, but we did
Yeah.
in fact betray them.
Well, this is true.
But the less
That's
we
true,
say
yeah.
it out loud, the less real it is.
I think we should talk to Meatbag's handler and more intertwine ourselves with the rebels, but keep potential leak of the Hutts on the farm for both our and their safety. If they
good.
run the farm, they are more likely to not mess anything up, because then we tell the Hutts they're there.
Oh. So move
So
Joland's family to the farm.
Yeah.
They
Let's do
maintain the
that.
business, and we have security.
That's a good plan.
They don't
Dave. I
want to
like
be
that.
found, and we don't want to be found.
That's true. But give him that ultimatum.
Well, let's figure out what he's up to first, because maybe
I think
we
he's
can
still
get him to
duct taped to a
pay
chair.
us for this privilege.
Mm-hmm.
He's still duct taped to a chair.
We can mention this as like with our altruistic selves, we just kind of give this to you for safety, so long as you help us out in the end.
I like it.
But first, let's figure out who Meatbag's handler is, because that's our connection to the rebel cell. And then we can be like, "Hey, rebels, we brought you to a new base." Bot.
Acquired.
It's definitely acquired. Yes.
Commandeered, if you
Don't
will.
mind the smoking mounds.
We inherited it. Obviously, didn't you see the legal documents?
I have it right here on this data pad.
They were signed a year ago.
All right, so let's go do that.
Okay.
Yep.
Loop it up. Look at this thing. No damage on the swoop. None at all.
There is a scratch right there below the exhaust from when you
You're so welcome.
shut down the engine on accident.
That's from my glove. Yeah. Well, that's
The metal
not
buckle
okay.
on the glove just kind of like
scurvy.
All right, so you're heading to Joland's drop point, right?
Yep.
Okay. It is on the other side of the fields of Banir.
take us a whole 2 minutes to get there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What do we see as we approach?
It looks like some ruins.
Ooh.
Weird.
I do so love ruins. Do I recognize any marks?
You can go ahead and roll.
Oh, that's a 2. I don't think I recognize anything.
Those are rocks.
I'd like to roll for perception just in case it's a Jedi temple anywhere nearby. Because at least, even though I am not a Jedi, I've been around enough Jedi that I might be able to recognize.
I'm also going to do the same with a similar enough logic as to why I'm checking that out.
I'm going to ask him where he wants to be dropped off.
Okay.
That is a 21.
All right, Ted?
Let's see. Hold on. So it's just my roll and then my add perception, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
All right. So that is a 18. So I had a 15 roll and a 3 in perception.
So it actually tells you that, yeah, just those ruins over there. Looks at the clock. They should be here waiting for me already. So appreciate the ride, guys.
Hey, you still got to introduce us to someone.
All right.
Deal's a deal.
Fair enough. All right.
And you break a deal, you face the wheel.
And my
torture. Can we have a wheel of torture?
You missed last session.
All the slots are No-No's tongue. So
No.
Just a question where it's going.
They're just different squiggle shapes on the wheel. But that's
again,
just what No-No's going to do with his tongue.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Scurvy and Ted, as you guys are looking at the ruins, you don't really see anything defining about them, but they're old, really old, very weather pitted, worn down.
Sorry, I'm distracted by No Nachu on his rocking chair.
That's how he flies.
All right, so there's nothing.
Nono's in a wicker chair, just in the cockpit.
Wicker pilot chair.
So there's nothing distinguishable about the ruins other than the fact that they're old.
At this point. Correct.
Okay. All right.
Okay. But
Well-
with this perception, do we see little dots of people in there, or are they just tucked in too far in?
They're tucked in right now.
Okay. We know they're there because
He said they're supposed
the
to be there.
person mentioned that they're there.
So, landing. You see a fighter parked inside one of these ruins, undercover.
What kind of
What
fighter?
kind of fighter?
That would be a Y-wing.
Well, that doesn't say much either. You can get those for cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Do me and Ted recognize what kind of Y-wing? Like, does it have any other markings other than just relative Clone War era?
A lot of the exterior panels are taken off, and it's so much easier to fix those things when you don't have to worry about the panels.
You lose like 5 hit points, and it makes your mechanics checks 10 easier. It's worth it.
Right. And on the other side of the fighter, there's a woman with kind of dark purple hair who looks up, rather concerned. Joland kind of waves. Hey, it's okay. They're with me.
Well, howdy, ma'am.
Hello. And who are you?
You can call me Udex. This is the Tortuga and our crew. We exfiltrated your person here from running afoul of the huts, and in exchange, we were trying to get some information on how to take our fight to where it needs to go. And it seems like we might share a common enemy.
Yeah. Joland? These guys on the level? As far as I can tell, seem to be pretty good folks. Haven't found any dishonesty in them yet.
Only been with us for like 3 days.
I mean,
fair enough.
They were willing to let me live so I could see my family again. So, give them the benefit of the doubt. She looks from him to Udex to Scurvy.
Greetings.
So what do you want?
Lisa has a new home for you.
If you're resisting the Empire, we've got a proposition for you. We recently liberated a farm from a collaborator with the Empire, deeded it to one of our members who no longer wishes to farm. So we've got a large compound here on Dantooine, and we'd love to run it ourselves as a base of operations to run some raids against the Empire, but we've got a few other errands to run. So we were wondering if you wanted to enter, if you'd like to buy a timeshare.
Those are always a bad option.
I mean,
well,
okay.
This is great because the maintenance fees are totally different. No maintenance fees. You just do the personal maintenance, and essentially it shares for itself.
And if you come to our half-hour presentation, you'll get a free dinner.
We give you the keys and the transponder codes. You let us land and do maintenance as we see fit, and maybe we collaborate on some projects. And if you need a base here, it's a good one. And then if we maybe share some intel on some things like what Proctor's up to on Dantooine, so that we can maneuver some things around, we can make some shipments go missing, we can cause a distraction somewhere. That's the kind of thing we're good at. Also, food. We're surprisingly adroit at delivering food.
It's very
It's
odd.
the only thing we've actually ever successfully done.
We do own a farm. We own several farms now.
We own several farms as of like literally 15 minutes ago. All right, don't update your resume yet, Scurvy.
We've owned one farm for longer than that. Well, one of us has owned one farm longer than that.
I would like to tentatively say we can agree to this, but I have to run it by a few other people first. You understand?
Of course.
Anyone we need to meet or interact with, or any other sort of contacts we'd like to make?
I kind of just need you to sit tight for a while. Maybe put on the facade of being the farmers. And, give me 2 weeks. I'll get back to you.
That might be very difficult. We are not good at sitting still for too long.
Honestly, 2 weeks sounds great. I got projects to work on.
Yeah, we could probably get at least 1 or 2 of the turrets back up. That would be helpful.
I need to upgrade this. Okay, guys, we gotta upgrade the Tortuga because we have like all sorts of equipment we can work on that. Like if we get 2 weeks, I will keep us working 25-hour days. So
we still gotta sleep.
No,
what is the like hour rotation of Dantooine?
Doesn't matter. I have combat.
37-hour days. We're fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do you care?
I have a
Why does
quick
the robot
recharge
have?
solar platform. As long as there's daylight, I could just plug in 10 minutes, plug out, go back to work.
Well, do you guys want to stick around on this planet for 2 weeks and hide out and make some progress on our projects?
Yeah,
That's what we have to do to. Yeah, if that's what we have to do to make this whole thing work, that's kind of the linchpin, right? I mean, it kind of needs to happen.
Yeah,
Like
so we should
clean up
definitely clean this
smoldering
place
mounds.
Probably not good if the Empire comes by and sees one of their collaborators' home being completely blown to pieces.
Just say it's a shock short.
Weapons malfunction.
They've been on that.
It's a weapons malfunction. We're all fine. We're all fine here. Don't need to come up now.
How are you?
How are you?
How are you?
All right. So if you guys can sit tight for a couple weeks, I'll be back. You next, Ted, right?
Yes.
Scurvy. I didn't get the rest of your name, so I'm sorry.
Oh yes, no worries. But we didn't get your name either.
Kayleen Hentz.
Kayleen, I'm Zap.
Nice to meet you, Zap. It's not often I see a Trandoshan in the company of a Wookiee.
Well, you should get out more.
That's right. Try to stay out of sight.
It caught us all by surprise, but they actually get along really well.
So, Joland, if you'll come with me, we can go on our way and come back to these nice gentlemen within 2 weeks.
Sounds great.
Agreeable?
Ta-da!
All right.
Real quick, Udex, do we have like a little tracker or anything?
A tracker would be great. That way we know where they're at.
I mean, yes, but I'd prefer to just like swipe a transponder code so I know when she enters in system if we can hack into the local planetary network. That way we're blameless.
Yeah, okay.
So whoever's on the scanners, Edna, do you mind giving them a little download? A little right click save?
She's AFK right now.
I mean, I could just plug in. So
yeah,
use computer.
Ooh.
Yes, yeah, a ton. Where is my numbers? Use computer is plus 12. That's what is math? That's a 19 plus 12. 30.
31.
Right? Math. 31.
Okay. And then we just put a flag on the local net so that whenever anyone jumps in with that transponder, we're aware of it.
Boom.
Easily done.
We can be ready. Anyway, are you guys ready to get to work? Gormanda, sticks for everyone.
I do want to point out that's assuming they're using the same transponder. We've
I
been known
assume
to
that they're
scramble
using
ours.
the same ship.
True.
No reason they would or wouldn't, but we got projects to work on, you guys.
Let's clean up this pile.
All right. So they take off, and you guys can put your surviving crew members to work if you want.
Let's do it.
Slave driving. All right.
Many hands make light work. Everybody get to work.
So we've got to set the base up. We've got to work on my Z95, work on the speeder, work on the Tortuga.
Clean up the turrets.
Clean
Fix
up
those
the
turrets.
as many as you can.
And I'd love to set up like a hidden hangar so that we can park the Tortuga and it's not seen from orbit. That shouldn't be
Yeah, I
that
was
difficult.
going to ask if we can like retrofit. Is there a barn on this property that we can retrofit with like a top opening?
Oh yeah.
So that way we'll.
I mean, it's big enough for farm equipment. So
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
perfect.
Sounds good.
I did not expect you guys to set up a farm as a front. Didn't see that coming.
Well,
And
you know, we're full of surprises.
Oh yeah.
While we're doing that, a lot of our questionably obtained funds, I'm just going to start cycling through our system of like produce sold and things like that. Make it all legitimate.
Perfect.
So, no,
There's
not
enough
you. I'm going to need the pants money.
There's been enough legitimate sales.
Crotch coins. Thank you very much.
What kind of tokens?
So then the other thing is we should make friends with our new neighbor, Ram, and figure out now that this neighbor's been killed and we have a lot of information about the Empire and we've made contact with this Kayleen person, we can maybe make friends with them.
Bring the Jedi on board.
Mm-hmm. I think, Ted, that's your fella. You should chat him up.
We're just assuming this is the same guy from Force Unleashed. We actually have had no confirmation on that.
Well, John said his eyes didn't focus, so we're going with it.
Okay. I like to assume that Farmer Ted is just like, this is a Jedi, and the dude's like, I've been here for 70 years.
I've been here longer than you, boy. So, yeah.
Still a coin toss on that.
Just the simple fact that you chose a name of a Jedi from something else doesn't seem like a coincidence.
From a game he says he hasn't played.
I haven't.
Is it one that you have but haven't
Well,
played yet?
John, roll a deception check for us.
That's what it is. It's the game he hasn't been able to play yet.
No, the name is also has been recanonized in Kenobi as one of the names on the wall.
Oh, very cool.
There you go.
He's a Jedi.
Okay.
You know it's a Jedi. We've worked with Jedi before. We know the Empire hates Jedi. All the Jedi we've worked with are cool. So
Totes a Jedi.
Do we want to like actually make a plan for what we're going to be doing, or is that an off-session thing?
Probably off session.
We can off session. I think we got a good setup, good outline.
Yeah, we got a good outline for it. Good start.
All right.
For sure.
So 1 year later, started on a farm, ended on a farm.
Hey,
it's
pretty much
it all rhymes.
Bookends,
importantly,
baby.
none of us bought the farm. We stole it fair and square.
Boom.
Well,
this
somebody
like
bought the
end
farm.
of-
It just, wasn't one of us.
Is this end of season 1?
Exactly.
I'm going to wrap up this episode. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, it's a real person.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up now because all of a sudden I'm going.
great.
I don't know. Okay.
What else?
It is
Yeah,
nice.
John.
It is nice in the Star Wars universe that instead of using like a random name generator, you can go to a random page in Wikipedia and just be like, oh, it's this person.
Yep. Perfect.
I could use a random generator and it still shows up as somebody.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I when you said purple hair, I was like 5% that it's Emmeline Holdo, which would have been an interesting choice.
Well, that would.
I was on Mara Jade, possibly.
Oh.
Yeah. I do want to point out right before we fully end everything, on May the 4th, there was a Star Wars trivia that I was at. We ended up winning because the thing that ended up winning out of the 5 rounds, only one of them was Star Wars. The thing that I excelled at that I didn't expect was Western Australian history.
Wow.
Have you been watching Bluey?
No, actually, I have ADHD and insomnia.
Same thing.
I go down the rabbit hole. Anyway,
Western Australian history.
So there's that.
Australia lost a war with emus.
Well, that's right.
They lost a war with a bird.
Twice.
Twice. They could not defeat a bird.
Mean bird, man. Have you seen them? They look evil. They get all right up on your business. It's not fair, but the babies are so cute. So how are you supposed to be mean to them? It's tough.
Emus are
my neighbors
scary.
growing up had
Cassowaries are.
emus.
All right, so
They,
just real quick, we're picking up on this in the next session,
Yeah.
correct? Okay,
Yeah.
very good.
Okay, we're
Thanks for
done.
taking notes.
All right, guys, before we let everyone go, let's just we have some quick show reminders. I want to remind everybody who's still here and participating, if you haven't already, go click the subscribe button on the screen. Subscriber number 800 gets one of these awesome Star Trek Strange New Worlds. We've been talking so much Star Wars tonight, that's the first thing out of my mouth. But Star Trek Strange New Worlds Blu-rays, we're going to send it to you if you're number 800. Make sure that you have your subscriptions turned on to public, so I need to be able to verify that you are number 800. If I can't verify it, I get to the first person who is verifiable, and then they get the Blu-ray, and then you don't get it, and it's sad. And then if you're also following our Facebook, Twitter, not her Facebook, Twitter. Holy crap, I can't talk all of a sudden. If you're following our Twitter page, which is the handle at FSF Popcast, I'm going to be putting on a trivia for this. This is the Funko Pop for the Bad Batch character Crosshair. And so if you want that, you're going to have to follow our Twitter page and answer a question. And, I'm sure there's another hoop and hurdle we'll put in there. But anyway, it'll be all kinds of fun, and it'll be an opportunity for you to win a Funko Pop. So anyway, there's that. And then Nick has a reminder for you real quick.
And last week, our guest was Josh Brenner, who you have seen in movies and shows like The Internship. Now that I look at him, he kind of looks like The Heart of Healer. Ben.
Wow, you totally forgot my name, didn't you? Wow. Doing this a year. I see how it is. It's all good. Continue on.
Well, we've not actually used your name in a year. Well, I haven't.
Wow, just keep digging that.
All right.
Okay.
Shows like The Internship, The Last of Us, and Silicon Valley. Josh also does some voice work in Star Wars Resistance as the character Niku. We talk about his origins in the business, but also why he's such a major Harry Potter fan.
You can still find that video on our YouTube channel or listen to it on your favorite audio podcast provider. This Friday, we have an episode that Tim is incredibly excited about. We had a chance to talk with director and producer Kyle Newman.
Yes, we did. So this was really important to me because I am a huge fan of the movie. I can't even talk about it. I'm so excited. And the interview's already done and edited, or kind of edited, maybe, Nick?
Almost edited.
Almost.
He's almost started it.
So he's almost started it. But anyway, Kyle Newman is an amazing producer and director, and he is the director and co-writer of one of my all-time favorite movies called Fanboys, which if you've never seen the movie Fanboys and you're a Star Wars fan, you really need to go watch Fanboys. For me, it's something that I watch in my chronological rewatch every time, right before The Phantom Menace, because this movie leads you up to The Phantom Menace. So it should be Star Wars canon, in my opinion.
Concur.
But we talk with him about that movie. We talk with him about a documentary that he's producing about the worst TV special ever made. That, of course, is the Star Wars Holiday Special. But we also talk about why so many people love the Holiday Special, like John. And there's a whole lot of things.
Apparently.
It's actually he gave us a screener copy of it to watch, and it was actually a really good documentary. There's so many people that were involved in this, and so many people you didn't expect to be involved in this, and the way things went, it's really kind of cool. But they're going to be finishing that up. They're hoping to get it out at the end of this year, right before the actual holiday time, so it could be released, the Holiday Special documentary, right around the time of the holidays. But it was a really cool documentary, and I can't wait to watch the finished product, because what we watched was not the finished product. It was a screener copy. But yeah, so we talked with Kyle about a whole lot of other things, but since it is Star Wars month, those are the two things we want to kind of highlight. Here, the month of May for the FSF podcast is always Star Wars month, so we're highlighting those things for now.
Do we know it's not Star Wars month?
It's Star Wars life for me, so I just try to bring it in wherever I can, and that's going to happen. I try to sneak in some Star Trek and some Stargate in there, just cover all the stars, Yeah, so Friday morning, you can listen to that on all your favorite podcast providers, or you can watch it on YouTube. However, if you were a member of our Patreon group, which you see going along the bottom of the screen there, you'll be able to listen to that or watch it on Wednesday with early access in our Patreon page. So, and not to mention that there's all the other cool things that go on the Patreon page that you're clearly missing out on by not being there.
Watching Tim make all sorts of bloopers that
you can see me do this a lot. That happens
on a regular basis.
All right, guys, let's give everybody a chance to remind everybody where to find you. Let's see. We started with Casey before. We'll start with Casey.
We did not start with
Ben.
Casey.
Yes, I know. We did not start with. I was looking at Ben, and then I was thinking we'll start with Casey, and I looked at Ben and said Casey. So, but Casey, we'll start with you. Tell everybody where they can find out more about you.
Hi. Well, you can check me out at my Instagram at Plotimus21. Also, right now I am on hiatus, but as a member of the Scene Snobs. So cruise on over there and check them out. scenesnobs.com.
Very cool. All right, Sam.
Hi, Sam. You can find me on Growing Up Skywalker, wherever you get your podcasts. We are on all social media, and we recently, and hopefully soon some more, are doing some Jedi Survivor streaming on YouTube, which is delightful because Anna doesn't know one end of a controller from another. It's really fun.
I cannot wait to watch it. Sounds fantastic.
Always great.
All right, and Ben, the one
Thank you
whose
for
name has been
remembering my
forgotten.
name.
Yeah, the one whose name has been forgotten. Remind everybody where they can find you.
I'm Ben. You can find me on TikTok at Hardy_healer. I do nature stuff and skit stuff and comic stuff, and I kind of don't have like a steady theme. I just do whatever's fun, you know?
Fair enough.
You can't see my other thumb. There it is. All right.
Who does random stuff and enjoys it? Has two thumbs. This guy. So yeah. All right. Hey guys, thanks a lot. This was a lot of fun tonight. Thank you everybody for tuning in and all the comments. It's always a lot of fun to have that much interaction, and we love you guys. Thanks for all the fun, and we will talk soon. Goodbye.
Oh.
Okay, bye.
The rest of the hosts of the FSF podcast, we want to thank you for listening to this episode. If you'd like to be a guest on a future episode, please contact us by means of Twitter or Instagram using the handle at FSF Podcast, or go to www.fsfpodcast.com and click on the contact link. Thanks again, and hope you enjoyed the episode.